Good afternoon. As I stand here today, I'm filled with pride and gratitude for how far we've come as a community. 5 years ago, we made a collective commitment to deepen our understanding of race and equity, not as a one-time initiative, but as a long-term journey toward becoming a more racially conscious, inclusive, and just district. Today, 75% of our students are students of color, and 35% identify as Hispanic. So what began as a conversation about equity has evolved into a shared movement, one that integrates the personal, interpersonal. Today, 75% of our students are students of color, and 35% identify as Hispanic. So what began as conversations about equity has evolved into a shared movement, one that integrates the personal and interpersonal into what we do operationally. Through our DRE collaboratives and equity leadership teams, we've built capacity across the district, empowering staff to be advocates and change agents. We've created affinity spaces for connection and healing, and we've celebrated culture and community through Hispanic heritage events, Black History Month programs, scholar celebrations, and race and equity read-alouds, just to name a few. And this affirms that every voice adds richness to who we are. Our work is guided by the 5 equity elements, which help us navigate challenges, use intentional language, and stay the course as we unlearn practices that haven't always been inclusive. We're not the same district we were 5 years ago, and we still have work to do. But now we have language, tools, and courage. We know that if people are in the room, race is in the room. So let's continue to use our toolkit and framework to illuminate that truth, to make it something righteous and liberating. We've also seen a real mindset shift. More staff are talking openly about race, and we've taken intentional steps to increase representation because we know that matters. As we enter the next phase of our equity journey, we'll center data as a mirror, using it not just to measure outcomes, but to guide the adult practices that disrupt inequities. It's not about numbers alone, it's about the stories behind them, the students and staff whose experiences call us to do better. Understanding that race is the container that holds all identities is a truth that we can no longer ignore. Equity is not a destination, it's a mindset, it's a way of being. So thank you for being a part of this journey and for continuing the work that ensures every student, every staff member, and every family feels seen, valued, and heard, and even empowered to thrive as their authentic selves. So by now, you should have an article in front of you. It's called Looking at Data, a Both and Approach. And it challenges us to see data not just as numbers, but as a mirror, helping us reflect on who is being served, who's being left behind, and how our personal beliefs and systemic practices shape those realities. As you read, consider the questions on the screen. And I want to thank you for taking this work seriously so that we can all together change lives.